as I do every Saturday, I do microscraping. So last Saturday was all, the heat was unreal and just could not go into the shed to do anything. So you will need gloves for this job, because microscraping is small, tedious. It's just tedious and slow, but it adds up, guys, at the end of the day. Okay, so just got these here bits of shred of this end, and this here is copper. So just pulling all the copper off of these, like so. Shred and copper. Like, they do add up, guys. These are all the small little boxes here with the little silver dots in them, I was showing you last time. Get your channel locks, give them a squeeze, crack them open, get out your bit of copper open, get out your silver open. You know what I mean? Like, straightforward enough to do it. That there now. So here we'll try to shred into it. So it's just microscraping what I'm doing here now. So just got the plastic off of this. As you can see, you have bits of silver and copper inside in the middle of it. So I take all that apart, take all that off it, get it all into its rightful containers. This one is silver, so I get my silver into my little tub. Bit of copper here to be had, and here I have a bit of brass with another little silver button on it. So cut off the silver button, cut off your little bit of brass. Brass goes in there, and then we're left with copper. Copper, then you crack this, you hear the crack, right? And then you go like this. Look at that. It's so easy, guys. Look. So easy out to do it, guys. Do you know what I mean? Just crack it open, get it done. Thanks for coming in, guys. So everyone being a scrapper, you need to microscrap, guys, to make a few pound extra. Because if you don't, you know, you're at nothing. Because it's gone so hard nowadays to get stuff. You need to break down everything that you have in your hands. Bit of shred, and this is my bit of copper. See this? Tiny bit of copper. Just click the top of it, break off your plastic off the top of it, and then you go copper. Copper, guys, this is 680 a kilo, like, you know, 680 a kilo. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Much appreciate you. Now, what I'm doing is cracking open little boxes, guys, that has silver in them and copper in them. Silver buttons, copper, and these are all off our microwave or washing machines. So crack open the plastic shell, take off your little bit of silver off the top of it, which I'll show you on the camera. See the silver on top of it, and then we go in like so. Cut that off. Tiny bit of shred on the back of that as well, like so, off of the shred. And then we have copper here then as well to be into the pile. Then we have a bit of shred here, and we have here another bit of silver here, guys. Brass, and here's a tiny bit of silver. Put it into the silver pile. It adds up, guys, big time. Then we have another tiny bit of silver here at the back of it. And then we have the copper. You hear that crack? That means you're going in through it. Has to crack. Bit of steel here, which goes into your shred pile. These are the donuts, guys, copper donuts, which is straightforward enough how to open them. Just hit them with a slap on the hammer, back of the hammer, and that's it. Straightforward enough. Now these are loads of them to be got in power boards, televisions, everything. Number 2 copper all day. And this is ferrous that goes into your shred pile. And here's another bit of copper. It broke in 2 halves. So the good old microscraping, guys, you have to do it. If you don't do it, you just don't make money. You're giving stuff away for nothing, guys. You have to microscrap. Look at that. Good copper. Right, there's another one we'll do in a minute. Here's another one. See that? Now if you wanted, guys, you could go all out and sit down inside in your house and just wind them off like that in front of the television, watching a video, watching a movie. Not a video, Netflix or something like that. Or YouTube. Just you can do that as well, guys. You know. But hit it with a slap of a hammer, much easier. That's why you have to do it in the shed. Because you don't want all this ferry shot around your kitchen floor. It's simple as that, how to do it. Look at that. Look at that. Now them big ferrites, or them big motors that are the donuts there, now I'll show you in a second. But as I was saying umpteen times on my channel, guys, if I went into a scrapyard and there's a box of them in there, I'd buy them off the scrapyard, because there's great money to be made them. Great money to be made them, guys. Alright, so if you ever see them in a scrapyard, look at that. That's on a donut, a little donut. And you have a donut of copper. This one here, guys, if I take that apart, it's worth 16 cents. Bring it to a scrapyard like that, it's worth 1 cent. Do you understand? That's the difference in it, guys. 1 cent to 16 cents. That's how easy it is to make your money. Here again, these little silver dots and copper inside them. This is what I do be doing now, microscraping every Saturday, guys. I do a microscraping channel, not a channel, I do microscraping myself every single Saturday without fail, and I don't let stuff stack up then. All my bits and pieces are gone. See the bits of copper and all that in them. Everything then will be gone. There's no stuff left around, then they pile up in buckets, pile up in boxes, and do you know what I mean? That was a new thing I started at the start of the year. I put an effort into it this year, and then I got a mountain of stuff off of Rossmore Hall Appliance Repairs there in Carlow, down that way. Carlo Kilkenny, he gave me a mountain of stuff, and I appreciated it because it was unreal. I never got as much stuff in my life, but I appreciate it, and he's a very good friend of mine. He said there's more there when I wanted, so fair play to him. So here we are again, look, cut it off, bit of shred, and here you are, copper straight away. Look at that, look at that. See that, guys, you do. Thanks for coming in, lads. That's right recycling, huh? Fair play to you for coming in. Thanks a million. I'll just go back here now again. You're doing a great job on that shed of yours, lads. Yourself and Scorpion. Brilliant work. Fair play to you. Scrapping Scorpion, and that's right recycling. So this is brass. And this here is silver. shred and a bit of copper. Who doesn't want copper? Everyone loves copper. See that? Now that's the way microscraping is, guys. As I said at the start of the video before, look at that. Shred, look at that. As I said before, it's tedious, but guys, there's money to be made of it. Money to be made of it. That's only 4 of them. That's only 4 of them, guys. And I have a couple of thousand of them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way it is. Like I stay going and stay going and stay going all the time. Knuckling down, knuckling down. That's why I just said tonight I'm going to show people what I actually do when I'm microscoping. There's no point in talking about it. See that? Different colour copper. Still copper. And all of them comes out at like so. Get off your little tiny bit of copper as well. And listen to this crack. See that? You hear the crack? Crack. Plastic. Copper. Look at that. So easy, guys. So easy. I'm keeping that separate for a reason. That there is worth €6.80. And my yard will give me €7.20 for that. And that's €6.80. See the difference? That's why I have everything. I keep all my stuff separate. I keep all my bright and shiny separate. That now shouldn't have went in there, but I just turned it in there, but I take it out. But yeah, all the bright and shiny, guys, I keep all that separate. Okay. That's the way it is. There's the silver contacts like I open. Look at that, the way they add up. Do you know what I mean? Like they add up big time. So as you can see, the way I stay motoring away there. Keep it going, lads, and keep it motoring. This is all the copper bits off it. All the small ones there, all of them, are all off of them. That's the way it is. Like, it's just keep it ticking over all of it. More brass on it, and the brass is no silver on it, and that one, and in we go again. Listen to this, listen, hear that? And that will allow you then to get out your middle bar out of the middle of it, like so, like so. Look at that. Money, 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 guys. Look at that. Look at that. Do you know, man, it's so easy, guys. When you're taking stuff apart for so long, you know, you don't have to think about how to do it. You know how to do it. There's a nice silver smudge now. Look at that. What I do there now is I cut off a bit of copper on the other end, like so, and I cut off this little tiny silver button, and in she goes, a little copper. Same here, brass. Nice little smudge there again, silver contact, and then you have all that then is brass. So straight into it. Like I love microscraping, guys. I love it. It's tedious, but what way will I put it? You don't have to think when you're doing it. That's why I love microscoping out in the shed, because you're not thinking of anything. You're just watching what you're doing all the time, and your mind is not thinking. Do you know, the day just goes by, and you're making a few pounds, and that's the way it is. So, same here again, look. Click again, listen. That one didn't click now, somehow or another. It's a shorter one, you know that? If you don't get the top off it, it's impossible to get it off, because it gets caught, it gets here, it gets there. It doesn't work the way you want it to work. All you want is a big pinchers and a small pinchers and a hammer. That's all you need. Nearly, barely, that's all you want when you're microscraping. You need a hammer, 1 or 2 pinchers, maybe 3 pinchers. Well, side cutters I call them. This one here is deadly for anything, guys. You buy the likes of them in Lidl. You get 3 of them for a tenner when they come in. 3 for a tenner, like, it's for nothing. I don't want to say it too loud now, I get to up the price. You see now the way that one is not working. It's very, very small. I'll throw that into copper bearing motors. There's no point today in time doing it. Now here's the big one. Watch this one. So you have to get it like so. And one end of it, you hear the crack. Like that. And you open it up. Open it up. And straight away you have 2 pieces of silver. Straight away. So your silver then, cut it off. And your copper in the copper. Silver, cut it off. Guys, it's so I love doing it. I love doing this stuff. So tedious, but it's good. Good for the mind. More silver. But yeah, it's just that's the way it is, guys. Microscraping, you can either call it microscraping or microscraping. I don't mind what you call it, but the way I look at it is at the end of the day, guys, I'm not throwing out anything, only plastic. Nothing, only plastic. When I leave this shed in an hour's time, however, I'm happy with what I've done. I'm happy with what I've done in an hour's time. Doesn't make a difference, guys. I'll make 20 cents. 50 cents, I don't care what I make. I'm a hobby scrapper and I work every day of the week. The way I look at it is I do get through a lot of stuff. I mean, I get through a lot of stuff, breaking down stuff and all that. But yeah. But there's different parts you get, man. Like there's some silver in them. Nice big smudges of silver there, look at that. Do you know, man, it's there to be got, guys. So off with your little bit of copper, off with your silver, and then you have copper here. Off the copper into the copper, and here we have silver, or a silver dot, and brass. It's the same with when I'm taking apart stuff, guys. I don't throw screws even. I don't even throw screws. All I throw is plastic. At the end of the day, there's nothing being wasted. When you're a microscraper, you waste nothing, guys. Look at them, look at that brass. Oh man, it's just there to be got, guys. Plastic. Who else is on board there now? I have to lift the camera. I'm sorry, guys. Ian matches. Lovely. Deadly stuff, guys. Thanks for coming on board, guys, and watching what I'm doing. But yeah, it's just the way it is. Microscraping is microscraping, guys. Do you know? Just there's we got small, tiny stuff. That's why it's called microscraping. Copper. But at the end of the day, guys, when you know, when you're this gone, that's it gone, you know. Then you start off and do another one. I do buckets of stuff waiting to be done. I was Saturday now. I could do a good 10 hours in the shed of a Saturday doing microscraping. No bother at all. No bother at all. Sit down there. I'm standing now today, but I'd sit down there and I'd bring out a few minerals and watch YouTube. I could run a whole YouTube channel all day, belong to anyone. And I watch a lot of YouTube now, and lots of YouTube. And you know what I mean, like even this one here, guys, I'll show you how to take this apart. The source device here. Well, the way I take it apart, this is not the way you should take it apart. I'm going to show you how I take it apart, right? So you get a flat screwdriver and you lift the cap off it, like so. Now there is people watching this channel, and there's the shred. There's people watching this channel, they know how to take this apart. Some people put them in the freezer. Some people put them in the freezer. But I don't. I just get like this, hit the bottom of the vise, like so. That's a hard one. She's bouncing off it. And it doesn't bounce off it, I tell you that. Because I would fly through that. So what's going down here today? That terrible entity. I always said it. I always said it. Do you know when you go live? Copper's coming up. When you go live on YouTube, a thing doesn't work for you. If I was out in the shed and I busted that open, I could break 50, 60 of them, no bother. And now that I'm on YouTube, it doesn't want to work. Now why don't you? Look, stubborn as all it is. Huh? Look at that. And that's all it is, guys, it's stubborn. Look at that. Look at that. Do you know, it's so easy, guys. Where's that other part gone? This part here now, just get me a little awl here. Saying matches and know an awl is now. But this is the way to do it, my way anyway. You can do it your own, you can do it your way. And I'm not going to wrong me. I wouldn't wrong anyone. If you think your way is better, do it your way. I would never wrong anyone. Now, a small bit of copper in that, I'm still trying the copper bearing motors because it is just copper in it. It's copper bearing motor. As simple as that. No more about it. So then we have a tiny bit of silver in this, have we? Which is copper. Empty. So now with that got in there, now this one here, guys, you have 2 bits of silver and you have brass. That's all you have to do. Pull it off it. And as you can see, 4 pieces of brass and 2 pieces of silver, just like that. Okay. It's so easy, guys. That's why I see people going to a scrapyard and they're throwing out a washing machine. A washing machine, like, you know, straight to the scrapyard. Guys, it's only worth about €300 for 10 ton. For a washing machine. €300 for 10 ton. Now, guys, I can make a good, if it's copper motor in the washing machine, you can make a good, I'd say 17, €18. And you will not get that in scrap. Guarantee you that. Understand me, like, here's a brass 3-pin plug that we have here in Ireland. So what I do with that now, it can sell it as it is with black on it, you won't take it. And scrapyards have gone more, what way would I push it? They've gone more, their stuff more cleaner than it used to be years ago. It's just everything's gone more cleaner. But the people that they sell it to is given out as usual. But look at that. Clean brass, guys. Now that goes in with the clean brass, as you can see. Here, clean brass. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a good nearly 4 kilo brass in there. So here we've done a bit of silver. It's like a kind of an operation theatre here, guys, because you have to drop one spanner, pick up another, as in the side cutters, as I call them. Like, you have to drop one, pick up another, drop one, pick up another. That's the way it is, wishes. You have to be flexible. Copper. And then we have another bit of see that? Where's that gone now? Shred and copper. Look at that. I'm saying, nice. It's so easy, guys, to do it. Here's another donut. And no jam on it. No jam on this one. Another little smack of that one now. That's all for right. That can go into your scrap pile as shred. And this is a little bugger. This is microscraping for you now. This is the way you have to do it. Well, not G, it's the way I do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just the way it is. Just adds up big time, guys. Big time. But as I said, some of them can be stubborn, and I find they're not stubborn till you're on YouTube. Till you're doing a live or something like that, then stuff gets, well, it has to kind of show people that there's ways and ways of doing it, you know what I mean? So all you have here is a bit of silver, silver, silver. Tiny little dot of silver there. And copper. Now, do you like to head up, guys? Look at that, silver. So what I do now is I cut off that end of it, right? Tiny bit of copper. And then I cut off the silver. And then I throw the copper in there. See how I'm on about it? It's so easy, guys. Here's another one of these copper ones. Cut the top off it, like so. Hi all, I just back up. I just had the camera down, just showing you what I'm doing. And just back up there to show you. Hi Ron. Hi Ian. Ian, it won't be long till you will be doing all this. You have so much stuff in that shed, but it will not be long till you will be going micro scrapping. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm fair play to you, and again, as I said before, and I'll say it again, enjoy your retirement, because you're one of the lads that I've thanked so much for helping me out with my channel, and I do appreciate you. Thank you. Would you believe it, lads? I have 50 hours to go before I'm a fully YouTuber, as the fella says. 50 hours. That is nothing between anyone watching me channels, guys. That is nothing. Sure, we'll get there. As you can see here, busting off a bit of brass. And that's all I'm doing. Brass, plastic. Take it all off it. Leave nothing. I don't do copper. I do gold as well. You know, I just don't do copper, aluminium, brass. I do gold as well. But gold is a different day. Every day I have such days as Sun Lunda. Did you ever hear that day, guys? Sun Lunda. I swear. This is some gold I do gather up, as you can see. Mountains of gold I have, just to sort all this out, get it into proper vials. But this gold is just, I have tons of it, tons of gold, but that's separate. Gold is different, guys. Gold is different. Just bring you back down there now again. Thanks, Ron, for coming on board there. Brilliant. Thanks, lads. I'll come back up to you in a few minutes and we'll have a chat. See how you're all getting on and you're all over the hot weather. So, as you can see where I am here now, and you can see how quick I'm after digging a hole in that. Do you know, you can actually get through it if you put your mind down to it. Do you know, you just have to put your mind down to getting it through. Like, look at that for silver and that. All I have to do with that now is cut that off into the vial, and that's brass. As simple as A, B, C, and D. And that is how you do it. There's another one, brass and silver. So, cut it off, get it done, into the vial. Hear that? You just stay going through it. Stay going through it. Copper. These here now are dirty brass, but I have yet to get someone to buy dirty brass off me, guys. I've yet to get someone to buy it. There's no scrapyard in Ireland buys dirty brass. They buy dirty aluminium, dirty copper, obviously. But I have no one to buy dirty brass. So I'm thinking of a way to get that brass done myself. Because there is good brass on them, and I hate losing it. I hate losing it. I have over 150 kilo dirty brass. As in that small stuff, not big stuff. This. Do you know what I'm saying? It's out there and it's there to be used. So I am going to get some way of doing it, some way. See that now? Copper, brass, shred. It's in the crack again. See that? You have to have that crack in it. Look at that. Every one of them has all that copper. That's the transformer. Plastic. And this bio here. Silver. Bit of copper. That's the way it is, guys. I just stay horsing through it. Plastic. And even these here in the little mice, as a fella says, these are gold. These mice legs are gold. So they will be done in a separate video for my gold recovery. It's tiny stuff, it's minute stuff, but it adds up. Do you know what I mean? It adds up over time. Look at that. It just rolls off like. Do you know, when you be scrapping stuff for so long, you get the gist of how you do it. Another bit of silver. And copper. Even that one there. Crack it in the middle. Tiny, minute copper. Tiny, tiny copper. Wow, I done my steps for today. Not too bad. Average steps for any person is 10,000 steps a day. You won't do 10,000 steps then microscraping now. That means you have to walk when you're finished. You have to do something else. You're standing in the shelter today, you're not going to do any steps. So guys, as you can see the way I do everything. Brass. Just look at the hole it's made in it already, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can make a hole in this very fast. Brass, a bit of copper, and another silver button. As I say, silver is going up in price, but sure, look at, that's the way I look at it, guys. It's better to have it than to be looking for it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, man, it's there to be got. All e-waste is it. You're talking about a microwave, has about 5, 6 of them. Them ones with the silver boxes in them, in a microwave. Even the buttons in the Sky motor or the Sky machines, they have tons of tactile switches, which do contain silver. Everything, anything with a button, a switch, has silver in it. Anything. That was one of them small ones I found it hard to take apart the first time. And this time it worked alright for me. And this is what you call nitty gritty stuff, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Nitty gritty stuff. But at the end of the day, it has to be done. No matter who does it. So, I do the hobby scrapping tonight, guys, for you. As the tactile switch I was talking about. There. They're tactile switches. I'll show you one up close. Now these are all silver buttons, which tactile switch has a button. See this? That's silver in the middle of that. I mean, tactile switches there. Tiny bit of silver at the back of this one. Take it off, get it into the vial. Do you know what I mean? It's just this, that, everywhere, guys. Anywhere you look, you have it. Silver. Another one there, and a piece of brass. That's microscraping for you. Look at that. That's microscraping. All that. Microscraping is just the thing I love. And at least when I throw out my stuff, all I'm throwing out is a tiny bit of plastic. Everything else is gone. I get paid for every single thing I throw out, bar plastic. Alright? Every single thing. Look at that, nearly full. Super noodles. Nearly full, boy. And that's the way it is, you know, just stay going at it and stay going at it and stay going at it, guys. But like at the end of the day, guys, is I know when I have this done, that's another bucket gone. No. Some of these bits here have dirty brass in them, so I don't even have to touch them because I don't have a place for them yet. But I'm working on it. Don't worry, I'm working on it. Somewhere. Copper. And here we have a little bit of brass with a bit of silver on top. See, there's your silver smudges. Sure, I'm saying, like, it's just there to be got, guys. Plastic. Let's put that in with boards. This here is a bit of gold. Straight out, a bit of gold. Another little tiny motor. Or tiny transformer, really, it's a there, to be honest with you. And all you do is cut it off in the middle like so. Get out your bit of copper out of it. Like so. And there's your copper gone. Done and busted. More silver. Copper. See that? Silver. So you cut off the tiny bit of copper off the real top of it. Then I cut off my bit of silver. And then my big bit of copper goes into the copper bin. And that is how you do it. But just the way I look at guys is you know, the silver here, the silver there, the stuff you can get of every single thing. Like, there's another one. Look at that. Cap off. Look. Silver, copper, whatnot. Everything's there. Anything you want is in it. Tiny bit of brass. And a tiny bit of silver. And the same again on the other side. Silver. Stuck on there with a bit of shred. Like so. Copper. And then we go in here, we crack it again, listen. Should work. Oh yes. And then she should come apart. Like so. As you can see, the top didn't come off it properly for me. Some days. Now. And then you have all that. Alright, let's see who came in. I just have to look at you just for a minute, guys. That's Race Recycling. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Paul. Paul Frost. Thank you. Well, so we got it. It's going to move. No, it's not going to move. Thanks for coming in, guys. Just stay going and see can we get something else out of it. It's the way it is, guys. Thank you for coming in, guys. Few bits I'm showing out there at the side of me is just the dirty brass I was telling you about. But I will get somewhere for that dirty brass, guys. I guarantee I will. This is weird, this one now. I've never seen this one. See that shine on that one? I need to try that with a bit of bleach. It's brass, but the top of it here looks like silver. It's really shiny, like dully. I'll leave that out. I'll try that with a bit of bleach. See, is it actually silver? So I'll just take off the gloves for a minute now, guys. I'm trying to dig down to the real bottom. And I don't want to mind the fingers, as the fella says, when you're cutting with the pliers. Do you know what I mean? And I probably end up, you know, getting caught. And then I say to myself, why did I take off that glove? You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. Like when the minute you take it off, you get caught. Shred. Bit of silver. Bit of copper. That's a blue M&M. I don't know what I got in there. I also clipped all them blue M&Ms as well, guys. Another bit of silver smudge here again. But yeah, that's the way it is, guys. It's just a motor fluid. Stay going. I'll do M&M. Stay going at it. That's all you have to do. Put your heads down. Watch a channel. A couple of YouTube channels there. Get them going there. Watch them. Watch what other people are doing. Concentrate on what you're doing, because you can't be watching other people and watching what you're doing as well. Just be careful. Sometimes it's better if you just listen to what they're doing and take it in. Take it in what you're doing. At the end of the day, guys, I've said it and I've said it all the time, that the scrapping community is actually the best scrappers out there. These are the ones I was telling you about, these ones now, which is dirty brass. That's dirty brass now. But if you get your side cutters and you go down the side of them like so. Now, I've no price for dirty brass, but I have a price for clean brass, which is €4 and 20 cents a kilo. Clean brass. You know, so I need to get a system to take them apart some way or another. I'm going to do it. Stainless steel, but I'm going to do it, guys. I'll get something, hammer mill or something like that. I don't know, I'll get something. My plans are out there. They're out in the ocean to do. I'll get there someday and I'll see what I can get out of it. I'll get a hammer mill, or I'll bring them to someone with a hammer mill and they'll run through for me. You know, I don't have to probably buy the hammer mill myself, but I can pay them to run through for me. And what is the difference that way? Sure, win-win for me. You know, at the end of the day, I would have got rid of all my stuff then, wouldn't I? That's the way it is. You have to pay someone to do it. They're not going to charge you an arm and a leg. You know what I mean? You just put in your, whatever you have, 200 kilo, put a big bin in under it and bring off everything with you and go through it. And I guarantee you will get a lot of stuff off of that. A lot of stuff. Guys, I was just saying there, if any new people have to come in there, I only need about 50 more hours on my YouTube channel to be a fully YouTuber, as the fella says. So we'll try and get there some way. One day or another we'll be there, guys. That's the truth. We will get there. Imagine 4,000 hours you had to get. Scored. 4,000 watch hours you have to get to be officially YouTuber, as the fella says. But like some hours, I think they've cut it down since. Even the subscribers gone down, I think, to 500 now. Don't quote me on it. I think it's gone down to 500. Anyway, we'll get there. God is good. Some days I love you. Oh, that, but you can't believe it, the amount of silver that's actually in them. Oh, them been cutting off. Every one of them has a dash of silver on them. And I have tons and tons and tons of stuff to do. That's brass. So we'll get that over too. Copper. Another piece of silver. And a piece of brass. Guys, just 1 second, I'll show you something. I've showed this 100 times and not 1,000 times. I have about 10 buckets of these. You all know what they are. If you're a scrapper, you know what they are. If you're new to the channel, you won't know what they are, like if you're not a scrapper. But they're actually MOSFETs, to call them, guys, which contain copper, right? Well, they contain copper, as you can see it there, look. There's copper in them, right? Now, my yard would buy them as shred copper. Not shred copper, shred. That there now is they're incinerated there, right? And that there is worth €4. That part there is worth €4 for that, and they'll buy them as #1 copper, they told me. Even though they're burnt, they told me to buy me #1 copper off me. Okay? I had a chat with the scrapyard on this. They told me that. Now, people did say that what am I trying to say now? Come with me on this one. MOSFETs, guys, I was told, had gold in them. This are the MOSFETs. powder has incinerated, but that's not fully finished. Do you know what I mean? That's dust. That has to be going through a sieve again, because there's lots of bits and pieces of copper in that still. Now, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be doing this in the shed. But like, at the end of the day, guys, that's the way I'll be doing all my MOSFETs. As I said, my yard did tell me to give me number 1 copper for it. So guys, talk to your yards and see what they can do for you on it, right? And the way I look at it is, it's over a year ago they told me that. Now, if times changed and they said, oh no, we're not doing that anymore, I'll bring them home and I'll melt them down. I will not give them to them. I'll bring them home and I'll melt them down and I'll sell them on Etsy for maybe €20 a kilo, €30 a kilo. Do you know what I'm saying? You get €30 a kilo for them. No bother at all. You can sell them on Etsy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can actually make money. That looks like gold to me. That is definitely gold. Throw it over there for gold recovery. But yeah, you can sell them on Etsy or whatever you want to sell them on. You can sell them to scrapyard if you want. If you need the money, as the fella says. Now guys, that didn't take long to go through that. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. There's some hole in that now. It's like there's only a layer to the bottom now is all it is. That goes into the gold recovery pot. A layer to the bottom is all I have now. And it's done. That whole pot is gone. That's the way it is. You know, you have to. Microscrap, lads. Microscrap. Look at that. Look at that. I love microscrapping. Because at the end of the day, guys, I know every single thing I pick up, I'm going to get something out of it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get something out of it. And a bit of plastic I have to throw out in is not. More silver. But yeah, the bits of plastic I have to throw, guys, is nothing. I also do gold pins, guys. Also have loads of boxes of them gold pins. I use a honey jar for them because they'll stack. Look at that. They'll stack on top of another honey jar. Because they're built like a 50p piece. They'll stack on top of another like that. I don't know. They wouldn't take up much room on your shelf. You want to stack a few of them up top of another. And they won't fall either. They'll stay there. That's the design of a honey jar. So, at the end of the day, guys, is I'm out here just to talk to a few people. And I'd like to thank you all for coming over on board and watching my live tonight, because up to 6 months ago, guys, I would not even look at live because I was too shy. I'm just a person that's no good to talk. No good to talk. I wouldn't even answer a question in school when I was in school. And that the lad beside me answered, or someone behind me answered, and I know the answer. That's the way it is, guys. It's just, you have to say to yourself, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, and I've done it. I'm now on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, I start doing lives, start doing my own videos and talking to myself in the shed. Do you know, the next door neighbour thought I was cracked, but I still think myself I'm cracked anyway because I'm in the shed talking to myself. But look at the end of the day, guys, you're happy with my material and I'm happy with my material, so If you weren't happy, you wouldn't be watching me. That's the way I look at you. Do you know what I mean? And that is the truth. But you can see, guys, the way it adds up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, big time. Big time it adds up. Look at that. Bit of shred, bit of copper. So you're not losing anything. You have to have your handy dandy magnet for everything as well. It's all about microscraping, guys. Win-win. That's the way I look at it. That's how it's turn over there. I'm going to go, there's an IC chip. There's a MOSFET. Yeah, an IC chip, guys. I click them as well for gold recovery. Look at the way I look at it, guys, is I clicked everything. I clicked everything. And around little dials. So one of these days I'll show you my gold recovery that I have, guys. And I have a lot of it. And it's back years. And boards and boards and boards and boards and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Now, I know, guys, microscoping is not for everyone. It's not for everyone, and that's the way I look at it. People don't want to be spending an hour and a half there watching me doing this. But I don't mind, guys, because the way I look at it is what I do here is my own personal thing, you know. It's just, if I was inside, guys, I'd be sitting down watching television there, sitting down and eating a few biscuits and stuff like that. You're sure you're not eating anything. Do you know what I mean? You're not feeding yourself. Like, I'm a devil when I get bored, I just eat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so the way it is, guys, I've gone through the stuff, and that's the way it is. This is the dirty brass now I'm showing you already. Look at that. Just get your little tin snips. Clean brass. Guys, I buy these. I have them up on my channel. I buy these 21 at a time. Maybe 20, 21 at a time, I think it is. About 80, 90 cents a piece. I've given out a couple of them to people. I haven't broke one yet. Now, to be honest with you guys, I know what to use them on and what to use that on. You know, I know what to use that on. I know what to use that on. I know what to use that on. And that's the difference is you have to kind of know what to use it on. Like I could go in there now. And I could get a screw and cut it with that and make bits of it. But that's not what it's for. You have to know what you use them for. You know. And at the end of the day, guys, I have them so long, and they're just there. And when I do send out a bit of stuff out to people, I have a new stickers there, guys, coming. They'll be here this week. New stickers. If anyone wants them, you're going to have to give me your address to send them to you. Email me or something like that. We'll have to find a way of getting to you. But it all depends. I'm going to have to get a few stickers out to people anyway, guys, because I like to give stickers to people, put them up on the wall and show people that you got them, and you know, But we will. We'll get them to you. We're going to find a way of email, and people are going to email me their addresses or something like that. I don't know what way I'm going to go about it to get your addresses. As I know on TikTok, if I was just any person on TikTok, I could message them straight away private. But on YouTube you can't. You know, it's like the very same thing, Messenger for our world on TikTok. You can message anyone straight away about anything. It's not just a message, I can actually message them on their page. Like, no one else sees it, only you. But YouTube don't do that. So we're going to have to find a different way of doing stuff, guys. Let's look at that. All I have now is a couple of boxes there, guys. As far as I can see, I'm going back on there now to have a chat and see who came on, who didn't come on, and whoever else. Just have a chat, guys. This is me in the flesh if anyone doesn't see me. But anyway, Pop Scrap, thanks for coming in. Guys, I'm down here doing this stuff all along. As you can see, microscraping Pop. I know you does it yourself. Me and Matthews does it. A lot of people does a microscraping, but not everyone likes it. Like every one of these here, I can show you, every one of these here has silver in them. Every one of them has silver in them, Pop. And here's your silver buttons, like, so I'm saying, like, they add up big time. I mean, like, so thanks for coming in, guys. Anyway, Liz Porter, thanks for coming in. Ron is there all night. Fair play to you, Ron. Ron, I'm going to have to get you some stickers too. They're coming in. They'll be in this week. I just have to get, I don't know how I'm going to email it or get your addresses, guys. Do anyone out there know how we can actually get your addresses without people, even your addresses without people knowing your address? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Only me knows it, obviously, because I'm sending it. So does anyone out there give me a hand out with that one? I know Pop Scrap's address because he sent it to me. He done it on Messenger. Pop Scrap's done it on Messenger. It's copper. But he done it on Messenger to me. And he got my address. I don't know how he got my address. He got my email, I think it was. I'm probably on through YouTube, I'd say. Or Facebook or something. But we keep in contact, guys. We'll see. How do I get him out to you? I want to get a few stickers out to people. We'll see what way we'd go about it. Guys, that's our live done for tonight. We're after being on there now for 1 hour 8 minutes. I know I could stay going all night, as I said before, is I stay going when I'm doing microscraping for 8 to 10 hours. I sit down, I don't stand. I'm standing now for the last hour and 10 minutes, which is sore on the legs, sore. Pop Scrap there to be on about his pains in his knees. A lot of that Pop Scrap, I'll tell you now, I used to run. I was a runner. I ran for 7, 8 years, 9 years. Never once had a pain in my leg. And I went to a doctor one day and it was pains in my back. And the doctor said to me, it's 50% chance you'll end up in a wheelchair with how bad your back is. And he said, do you run? I said, I do. He said to me, keep it up. Keep up the running. Guys, I stopped running 1 year ago. Just my back came at me again. I stopped running and I woke up about a week later after stopping running and I felt 99 years of age. I was buckled. Now I'm coming around again. I'm going to have to put on a few pounds, as the fella says, because when you're a runner, you eat pasta, you eat pasta, you eat pasta. You know what I mean? And if you're not running and you're eating pasta, you're putting on the weight. And there is no lie. If you eat pasta and you don't run, you put on weight. Carbohydrates, big time, pasta. And when I wasn't running, I still kept eating the pasta. Alright, now this is not a education video either, guys, but I did run. I ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Dublin City Marathons. And training for a marathon, guys, is 42k. You have to run 42k. But training for a marathon is 700 miles to do 42k. You understand me? That's the way it is, guys. I was fit, very fit. I was fit, but look at, I'll go back there. I know I'm gone 6, 7 years older too, but look at, I'll go back there. If I put my mind down to something, I'll do it. Get my YouTube channel taken off first, and then I get me fitness in as well. But that's the way it is, guys. Is when you neglect the body will tell you you're neglecting me. It will tell you. Now, as the fella says, we're talking tonight about microscraping, not fitness. But I just brought it up because Pop Scrapter is waiting to get an operation on his knee, and I hope he does get an operation soon on it, because he's sore. His knee is sore, and the only way I can think of it now, Pop, is for you myself, is I'm going to tell you a little remedy. Right, I can't even get it out. A remedy. Use some olive oil and 2 squirts, or maybe 1 squirt of lavender in the olive oil, and rub it into your knees. Now, first of all, put a dot on your knee, mix with olive oil first, and with the lavender, just a dot, to make sure you're not allergic to lavender, because people can be allergic to lavender. So it depends on how way the body feels. But if you do that, Pop Scrap, if you do that, mix with a bit of lavender drops, essential lavender drops, you'd buy them in any health shop for maybe a tenner, and it lasts a lifetime. All you want is 1 or 2 little tiny drops. Even heat the olive oil as well, put it onto the knee, and rub it into the knee, I guarantee you, Pop, you will notice after a week or 2 the difference. You will notice it, because I used to do that when I was running. Never had a pain or an ache when I was running, but I always rubbed it into the back of the calves. When you have a good session, you go up there some Sunday morning, go for a 30k run, like, you know what I'm saying, without stopping. 30k. Now I drive it. You know what I'm saying, like. But that's it, guys. See, guys, my channel that I talk about here to yourselves, like, I'm a worker all day. I'm a scrapper, and that I do a bit of exercise and a bit of running and a bit of fitness and all that. I have a few answers out there. You know, if ever anyone wants to know about stuff or anything like that, there's the best app out there. And I'm not getting sponsored by an app. I'm not getting sponsored by anything, guys. Never did get sponsored off of YouTube by anyone. But the best app out there is Couch to 5k. If anyone ever wants to start running or walking, even, Couch to 5k, guys. It's a monotonous app. It's one of them apps where you have your earphones on your head and this person is talking to you, and she tells you when to run, she tells you when to walk, and you go by that app. Guys, within 7 to 8 weeks, you'll change so much. You'll go Couch 10k, then you go Couch to 21k, which is a half marathon, and then you can go the full marathon. Obviously, a full marathon is 2 half marathons. I have the medals inside. They're savage medals. Savage medals. It's remembrance too of stuff you do with jokes like that. I have one of them is the saddest medal I've ever had. And that's no lie. And I don't like bringing it up all the time, but my father died the next day. I ran my marathon, my father died the next day, and I came down that road the whole way from Dublin, guys. and I could not move after a marathon. I usually go for a swim, this, that, and the other thing, and no, straight down home. He died, Lord mercy him, the day after my marathon. That was tough. But look it, life goes on, and I remember him. Always will. As a marathon, that's why I'm going back running. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm going back. You know what I'm saying? There's a poke there to get me back. I have a reason to go back. I remember going off that night. We went to where I live. Went to my home house, and my father said to me, "Are you going? Or you're not running 42k, are you?" And he said, "I'd I kill you." He said that to me. He was gone the next morning. "To kill you," he said, huh? And that's the way it is, guys. But it's great. I have a shiver now going on my back, as you probably hear in the back of the shed. Here he is. That's no lie, guys. When I talk about him, I get shivers. He's probably behind me in the shed now, laughing at me. And he doesn't even live here. He never lived here. Do you understand where I'm coming from? That's the truth, boy. I do get those shivers like that. But I'm happy. Happy, you know, the poor man was sick. But I'm happy the way I remember the man. And I always will remember my father. Now, there I'm gone further into my history. People said they love to hear stuff I'd be talking about. Guys, I talk and I talk. I like talking about people, I like talking about friends, and, you know. But I've enough done for tonight because I'm getting tired, and there's someone new in. Simon, Keepmaster, Eco Scrapper. Lovely. Eco Scrapper. I love Eco Scrapper. I watch Eco Scrapper too. I love him. Very good channel. Very good channel he is. My phone comes in on my watch. It's okay, but when the light doesn't go off in time, you know, people can actually see what's on their watch, and I don't like the idea of it. Could be anything. But anyway, guys, again, thanks for everyone coming in. Thanks so much for... I'm good, thank you, Simon. Thanks a million for coming in there tonight and watching my channel. The way I look at it, guys, is, I've said it already at the start of this channel, scrapping community is the best community out there. Now, that's not just scrapping, that's microscraping, gold. Scrapping is what I said. So, they're the best people out there to help one another out. I mean, best people out there. Be surprised how quick I went through this box of stuff. I mean, that was full. When I came in, that was full. And it's completely down now, the level with the floor. Little tiny IC chips which contains gold. But that's the way it is, guys. Now, that's everything for me, guys, and I'm out of here because I have to work tomorrow. And I'd like to stay longer, but I can't because I have to get in and get it washed, go into the scratcher. Now, yeah, I love talking about stuff. And I think when you were doing a live, guys, I think myself, it's just not about putting your head down and doing it. I talk to people, and my head is down here and doing stuff. I was talking about way of running, I was talking about my father's death, God mercy him. Yeah, about up stuff. that's what it's all about at the end of the day, guys, is communicating. Understand me? Stop holding in stuff, guys. Talk. If people say like there's no one out there to talk to. There's people out there to talk to, guys. Anytime you need to talk, get onto that. Get onto YouTube and talk to someone. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Talk to someone, guys. And that is the truth. Right, guys. As I said already, I could stay here all night, but I'm out of here. Look, guys, nice bit of copper to be had tonight. As you can see, adds up big time, copper. Some mixed copper, some silver. Ron, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you everyone for coming on, guys. And silver, which are in Tactile switches, guys. See you all the next time, guys. Thanks for coming into the live, and share it out, guys. Share out the live and tell people about it if you like it. I'd like if you could share it, because I'm only new to it. Not new to scrapping, I'm new to the live. I have done a lot of videos. I've done a lot of shorts. I've done a lot of stuff on YouTube. But if you share it out some way, let people know, you know, it'll help me. And it'll help the algorithm, as Kevin says in there, right? But see you again, guys, and thanks.